Hello, everybody. Welcome to Yoga for Self-Love with Kim. I'm Kim. You may see some cameo appearances from my dogs or possibly my cat. So get ready for that. You may want a couple of yoga blocks for the practice or something else to sit up on. I'm sitting up on a blanket right now. You could use a blanket, towel, bolster, whatever you've got. So gather your things and bring yourself to your mat. Let's begin in a seated position today. So get comfortable. Any seated position will work. You can have your shins crossed, legs wide, legs extended out in front of you. If you prefer and it's better for you, you could also sit up on a chair. So take a moment to close your eyes down. Get comfortable, wiggle around, adjust. Then allow yourself to drop in. Take a moment to check in. Notice how you feel. How does your body feel today? How does your mind feel? What does your energy feel like today? Let go of judgment and just be curious about what's going on for you. I invite you to bring in the intention to move through your practice with patience, kindness, compassion, and love for yourself today. And if you like, to bring that intention off the mat and out into the rest of your day. Allow yourself to root down through your sitting bones, your pubic bone. Let the feet and the legs get heavy. Lengthen up through your side body, up and out through the crown of your head. Let everything relax. And put down your to-do list and allow yourself to just be here with yourself for this next 30 minutes, taking this time just for you, for your practice, letting go of everything else. And begin to check in with your breath. You can allow the hands to rest on your knees or thighs, or if you like, bring one hand to the belly, one hand to the heart. And take a few deep breaths here, breathing in through your nose, drawing the breath all the way down your spine, down into your belly, filling up your belly, your abdomen, your low back, your side waist, drawing your breath down to your pelvic floor, feeling the pelvic floor drop down with the inhalation. Then as you exhale, feel a little lift of the pelvic floor, drawing back in of the abdomen, the low back, the side waist, releasing your breath up and out through the nose. And a few more deep breaths like this, in through the nose, down into the belly, feeling everything expand. Then drawing the breath up into the chest, feeling the chest expand all the way around the body, the front of the chest, the back of the chest, filling up the back of your lungs, and then releasing the breath from the chest, from the belly, back up and out through your nose. A few nice deep breaths, filling up the whole torso with the inhalation, and then releasing the breath back up and out through the nose with your exhalation. Release your hands down. You can keep the eyes closed if you like, or softly open your eyes and find a gazing point. And just focus your gaze there. Just begin to rock the body from side to side, starting to bring in some movement into your hips, into your spine. You can allow the arms to flow from side to side as you go. Or you can drop one hand down, right hand down to the right side, left arm up over the ear, and then fold yourself over to the left, drop the left hand down, reach the right arm up over the ear. Just flowing this from side to side at your pace. Sort of free forming here, no real rules. And then bring yourself back to center. Now we'll roll the torso around, over to one side, forward, over to the other side, roll it back. Continue to circle around and just beginning to lubricate the spine and the hips. You can make the circles as big or small as you like. And as you're ready, switch the direction of your circles. And then bring yourself back to center. Sit up nice and tall. Take a deep breath in. And as you do, begin to spin your heart over towards the right. Take your left hand to rest on the right knee. Right hand around behind you. Just a little baby twist here. So you're not using the arms to crank yourself in. You're just using the arms as just a little bit of a support. Notice where your gaze falls. And remember that point. And now close your eyes. Well, actually, watch me first before you close your eyes. We'll bring it back to center on an inhalation. Keep the hands where they are, but move your torso back to center. And as you inhale, round through your back, drop your chin down towards your chest. And now, as you exhale, lift up and spin your heart over towards the right again. And now close the eyes. Keep the hands where they are. Inhale, bring yourself back to center, round through your back. Drop your chin down to the chest. So we're opening up through the back body here. And then we'll sit up nice and tall, spin the heart over to the right again. One more time, come back to center, curl yourself in, find that rounding through the back, and then sit up nice and tall, spin the heart over to the right. And now open your eyes and see where your gaze falls now. Probably notice a difference. Let's bring it back to center, and we'll do the same thing to the other side. Deep breath in, exhale, spin your heart over to the left, right hand to that left knee. Left hand reaches around behind you. Just open your eyes for a moment, see where your gaze naturally falls. Close your eyes again. We'll inhale, come back to center, round through your back. And then we'll lift up, spin the heart over to the left. Again, with your inhalation, bring it back to center. Curl in, round your back. Exhale, lift up, spin the heart over to the left. One more time. Come back to center, round through your back. And then let's bring it up, spin the heart over to the left again. And now open your eyes, see where your gaze falls. Awesome. Let's bring it back to center. You can remove what you're sitting on. We'll come over onto our hands and knees in a table position. If you like, you could take your blanket or towel, put it down on your mat to give yourself a little bit of cushion under the knees. We'll be here for a few minutes. So root down through your fingers. Bring the shoulders up over your wrists, hips up over your knees. Let's roll through a few rounds of cat-cow. As you inhale, lift your tail, draw the heart forward, lift your gaze. As you exhale, press into your hands, round your back up, look towards your navel. Inhale again as you soften the belly, let the belly melt down, draw the heart forward. As you exhale, you round up through the back. And a few more times, just rolling through your cat-cow. And bring yourself back into your table, neutral spine. Root down into your left hand. We'll pick up the right hand, come up onto your right fingertips. Now bend the right elbow, begin to lift the right elbow up towards the ceiling. Spin your heart up towards the ceiling. You can stay just like this with the right elbow bent, or you can begin to unfurl that right arm up towards the ceiling. Now we'll take that right arm underneath your body. Bring that right arm down to your mat. Lower yourself down. Come down onto your right cheek or temple. Back of that right arm, hand pressing down into the mat. Come up onto your left finger pads. And then plant that left hand down. Bring yourself back to center. And let's move it to the other side. Come up onto your left finger pads. Bend that left elbow. Begin to lift that left elbow up towards the ceiling. Begin to spin your heart up. Maybe you open that left arm all the way up. And now we'll thread that left arm underneath the chest. Come down onto that outer left arm, left cheek, left temple. Come up onto your right finger pads. And then press the right hand back into the mat. Come back to center. One more time to each side. Reach that right elbow up. Lift the heart up. Unfurl that right arm. Thread the arm underneath the chest. Come up onto the left fingers. And then plant the left hand down. Come back into your table. Reach that left elbow up to the ceiling. Open up that left arm. And then thread the left arm underneath your body. Come down onto the outer arm and up onto your right finger pads. Plant your right hand and bring yourself back into your table. Now we'll extend the right leg back behind, hip level-ish. Bend that right knee. Slowly begin to draw that right knee in past that left leg. Press into your hands, round up through your back. Hug that knee in towards your nose, chest, or forehead. And then grab or carry or step that right foot up towards the top of your mat. Right knee over the ankle. Press down into the right foot. Lift yourself up. Take the hands to that front thigh. Press into the thigh. Reach up through the crown of your head. Maybe allow the hips to drop down a little bit. Open up through the front of that left thigh. Reach your arms up towards the ceiling. And now we'll reach the arms forward, palms together. Keep the left arm reaching forward. Now begin to bend that right elbow. Pull that right arm back as if you're pulling on a bow. And then unfurl the right arm out to the right side. As you do, spin your heart to the right. And stay here, or reach that right hand down to the back of that left thigh and that left arm up. And then bring the arms back. Right arm reaches back, left arm forward, and then reach the arms back up overhead. Hands back down to your mat. Step that right knee back. Other side. Extend that left leg back, hip level-ish. Bend that left knee. Round yourself in. Press into the hands. Hug that knee in. Nose, chest, forehead. Then step, carry that left foot up top of your mat. Press into your left foot. Down into that right knee, foot, shin. Hug in through your legs. Lift yourself up. Hands to that front thigh. Press down into the thigh. Maybe lower the hips a little bit. Reach the arms up. Take both arms forward, palms together. Keep the right arm reaching forward. Begin to pull that left arm back. And then open that left arm. Spin your heart to the left. Stay here, or left hand to the back of that right thigh. Right arm reaches up towards the ceiling. Keep hugging in through the legs. And then right arm reaches forward again. Left arm reaches back. Bring it back to center. Arms reach up. Hands come down to the mat. Step yourself back into your table. We'll take it into a downward dog. Spread your fingers wide. Root down into your fingers, finger pads, knuckles, outer ring of your palms. Hug your arms in, tuck your toes under, glide your hips up and back. Press down and out through the hands, down through the heels. And then begin to walk out your dog, pedal out your legs. Or pounce it out, bend and straighten the knees. And then roll up onto the balls of your feet. Press your heels towards the mat. Roll up again, balls of your feet. Press the heels towards the mat. Once more, roll up. Press your heels towards the mat. And now slowly find your way up to the top of your mat. You can walk it up. You can climb down into your table. Find your way up, whatever works for you. We'll bring it to stand at the top of the mat, feet about hip width or sitting bone distance. Root down through the feet. Hug in through the inner legs. Lengthen up through your side body. Just bring the palms together at the heart. Reach the crown of your head up towards the ceiling. Soften both knees. Now we'll step the right foot around behind the left and over towards the left side. Bend both knees, reach the arms up. Now we'll take the left fingers to circle the right wrist and gently arch yourself over towards the left. And then bring the arms back to center, step your feet back to center, palms come back down to the heart. Bend the knees again, other side, step that left foot around and behind over towards the right side. Bend the knees, reach the arms up. Take your right fingers to circle that left wrist. Gently arch yourself over towards the right. And then bring yourself back to center. Palms together. Reach the arms up. And now reach your arms forward. Bring the palms together again. Just like we did in our low lunge, we'll keep the right arm reaching forward. Begin to bend that left elbow, pull that elbow back, open up that arm, spin your heart to the left. And then left hand comes forward to meet that right palm. Bend that right elbow, pull the arm back, open that right arm up. And then hands come back together. Now bend your knees, sit your bum back, hips back, knees back. We'll come into chair pose. Bring your palms together at your heart. Lift up your toes for a moment, spread your toes so you bring the weight into the heels, and then relax the toes back down. Press into your feet, come all the way up. We'll bring the palms up and overhead, and then hands back down to your heart. Again, bend your knees, sit the hips back, coming into chair pose. You'll begin to twist it here, but we'll keep it moving. So we'll take the the left elbow over, tap the right knee, spin your heart over towards the right, and then come to center. To the other direction, bring that right elbow over to tap that left knee, press the palms together, pull that left shoulder back and down. And then bring yourself to center, press into your feet, come all the way up, bring the arms out and up, palms together overhead, and hands back down to your heart. Let's do it again. Sit it back in your chair. Left elbow taps, right knee, press the palms, come back together, back to center, and then other side, right elbow taps that left knee. Spin the heart to the left, lower the hips down, and then back to center. Press into the feet, come all the way up, palms together, hands to heart. Sit back in your chair, reach arms forward, and then palms together. We'll move it a little faster. Tap that left elbow to that right knee. back through center, right elbow taps left knee, back to center. Let's take it side to side a few times. And then back to center. You come, press into your feet, come all the way up, palms together overhead, hands come back down to your heart. Sweep the arms out to the side, palms together overhead. Soften your knees, pull your hips back. Come into a ragdoll, forward fold, Uttanasana. Let the head go. Shake your head, nod your head. Look right, left. Wave the hips, maybe the arms side to side. You can grab elbows. Hold on to the forearms here or bring fingers down to the mat. And bring yourself to center. Walk your hands over towards the right side of your mat. And then bring yourself to center and walk your hands over towards the left side of your mat. Bring yourself back to center. Take your feet wide. Turn the toes out at a little bit of an angle. Lower yourself down into a squat pose. You could tuck a blanket underneath your heels if the heels don't come all the way down to the mat. And then bring your palms together, elbows inside of the knees. Press the knees into the elbows, elbows into the knees, finding a little bit of resistance here. Keep the spine nice and long. And then we'll tuck that right elbow inside that right knee and begin to lift that left elbow up towards the ceiling. Maybe opening that left arm all the way up. And then we'll take the left elbow inside that left knee. Lift up that right elbow. And if you like, open up the right arm. And then bring the palms back together at your heart. Hands come around behind you. Slowly lower yourself down to your bum. And then slowly bring yourself all the way down to the mat. You can plant the feet, reach forward with the hands, and slowly curl yourself down to the mat. Or you find your way down. And now roll over onto your right side. Bend your knees. Stack your knees on top of each other so the knees are out in front of you. And then keeping the hips and pelvis as they are, we'll begin to open into a twist. Moving the upper part of the body sort of from the rib cage up, but keeping the hips and the pelvis where they are in this neutral position. So begin to lift that left elbow up towards the ceiling and then open that left elbow to your left side. You could take that left hand to rest on your rib cage or your left hip. And if this left shoulder is really elevated up off of the mat, you could tuck a block or a blanket underneath to support it. Bring the right arm out to the side. And just take a few nice deep breaths here in our reclining twist. And then bring that left arm back over. Come back onto your right side, and then we'll switch over onto the left side. Again, stack your knees. You can start by laying your head on that left bicep, and then we'll take the right hand to the right hip. Begin to reach that right elbow up and then over towards the right side as you open the upper chest out to the right. Either keep that right elbow bent, bring the hand to the rib cage or the hip, or open that right arm out to the right. You can open that left arm out to the left side. So bringing some rotation into the spine through these twists, and also giving the internal organs a little squeeze and release, a little compression, which can help with digestion. And then we'll slowly pick that right arm up and bring it back over. Come back over onto your left side. Then slowly roll yourself onto your back. We'll bring it into our Shavasana to close out our practice today. Extend your legs down the mat. Arms out to the sides, or you could bring hands to rest on your belly. Close your eyes and let your whole body relax from your feet all the way up to the crown of your head. Let go of effort. Stay in your Shavasana for as long as you like. When you feel complete, begin to call yourself back. Again, bring one hand to rest on your heart, one hand to rest on your belly. Connect back in and notice how you feel now. Come back to our intention. Being patient, kind, loving, compassionate towards ourselves. Take a deep breath in through your nose and sigh it out of your mouth. Make an audible sigh. And then release your hands. Slowly roll yourself over to one side. And slowly press yourself up. And bring yourself back into a comfortable seat. Bring your palms together at your heart. May you feel safe. May you be healthy. May you be happy. May you live with ease. May you know joy. Thank you very much for sharing your practice with me today with love and gratitude. Namaste.